today. It's gorgeous.
When I look outside, I can't believe it's ours. We worked so hard to get this. This was not an easy path.
Wasn't an easy path, and it's a huge commitment, both in, I mean, you know, we committed to a mortgage on this place. We didn't have the cash to do it. We know that means we're every month committed to payments, and we want to pay it off early, and we're searching for ways to do that. And so
It's cheaper than the rent we used to pay, though.
It is. It is a lot more than the rent we paid. A lot less than the rent we paid. So
It's cost us. Go ahead.
well, plus two, to take this from where it is to what it needs to be in order to give us what we need, huge. I mean, we are, I won't say overwhelmed, but there is so much to do. Speaking of so much to do, I hear the pigs grunting. They've seen us come out the door. They're ready to eat.
We just wanted to reflect today on how we got here. We know we've reviewed our story. We're not really going to review our story, but this is everybody's story. Everybody gets to a point where they don't have hope in something. That's where we
I
certainly
don't know about
were.
everybody, but many bodies.
Many bodies. And many bodies go through it different times in their life and several times in their life.
Yeah, frequently for some.
Yeah. We were just talking. We were laying in bed this morning and thinking, remember when we didn't have hope? Good morning, bird. I didn't know how we'd ever get a place of our own. And as we know, as you know, it's been a very long journey to get here.
It was a long journey.
And it wasn't just, oh, well, let's just go move to Missouri. No, it wasn't. We had to take this huge leap of faith to walk away from what we had.
Absolutely. I mean, we had a great situation, wonderful location, close to at least one of our children, great climate, the people in the area where we were, it was fantastic. We loved them, we enjoyed it, we were part of a great community, and we knew that we couldn't stay living on the property where we were, paying the rent that we were going to have to be paying and getting out of it what little we were going to be able to get out of it.
So why review this? Because I think there's a lot of people our age who are still doing that.
Who have a situation that is great, but they're stuck in something that they don't want to be in.
That stuck feeling is what gives the hopeless feeling.
Yeah, it takes away hope.
It gives depression. It gives, and this is hope.
Yeah, it
we
is
should
hope.
name it hope.
Yeah, there we go. There we go.
Heartiness hope.
Finding ourselves, whether it's us or you, in a situation that is not what you want it to be. You're falling short. I mean, we could have moved from into town. We could have, or maybe found a piece of property somewhere where we were paying less rent. But everything that we looked at, there were
wasn't.
We still couldn't do what we wanted to do, especially if we were in town. So we're going to find ourselves compromising on what we're eating because we're going to have to buy from the store or who knows where.
Look at this, guys. This is fall. It's so beautiful.
And we didn't want to compromise. We knew that compromising on what was really, really important to us, and that's our health. I mean, if our health goes, all these other things become harder and harder to do.
So many people who, they're not circling the drain, but they're on medications, they're on all these, I can't hardly walk, I can't do that, I can't bend over, I can't. And I look at it and I'm like, oh my word, could that be us?
Could be. I mean, there are people younger than us who are finding themselves...
I'm talking about the younger ones than us.
Yes, who are in those situations. And
even
it could
if
happen
you
to
have
us.
it, even if that's you, there's still something you can do about it. Oh, hi, kitty. Let's get some chores done.
It's time to do chores.
You've got a friend. what I've discovered about jumping is that it causes more hope than fear. So many times we get paralyzed by fear of what will happen if we change the situation that we're in. And that gives us a hopeless feeling. But if we have more hope than fear, then we jump. And that's what's a great thing to do, so that you can actually make a change for the positive in your life. Right, Jim?
That's how it works for me.
We know a lot of people who are so afraid to jump, and we jump. More people think we jump too much, but I'm done jumping because I've jumped into a big pail here.
Well, I will say this, if we ever find ourselves hopeless about the future, depressed about it, not able to live the lifestyle we want to live, not able to enjoy the things that we want to enjoy, and it's all misery, it's time to jump.
Well, absolutely. So if you're feeling like that, get the parachute on. It's time to jump. I'm looking over at, I'm going to try to move it. We have a leash on Oliver because he keeps doing walkabouts, but the leash is going behind him. And so the cats are watching this leash, and they're chasing the leash. And Oliver's got his tail up high. He just knows there's friends out here and he's just really excited. But these cats are chasing the leash. It's hilarious. Okay, come here, Ollie. They have no idea.
Twice a day move is more time. We're ready for that.
What?
We're ready for a twice a day move.
Okay. So why do we do this? Why do we put ourselves in a situation where we need to work every day, morning and night, and do projects in between? Well, for one thing, we love it. Does it get monotonous? Not monotonous, just like, oh, we gotta go out and do that? Okay. But there's a reason why we do it.
Why do we do all this? Why are we doing what we're doing?
There's a reason.
This doesn't look like much right now. It's just an empty shed. Well, there's a few odds and ends.
But in a few days, this is going to be set up to put meat in our freezer.
Yes.
And 3 other people's freezer. That's why we do it. We started this journey 10 years ago to get healthy. The only way we know from experience that we can do it is to live on a homestead, grow it ourselves, and get ridiculous about the way we live.
We've looked at the grocery stores, the organic food sections, the health food grocery stores. We've gone to farmers markets, and some of the options there are great. Some are questionable. So if you don't do it yourself, you're always going to have a question about the food. Was it really sourced correctly to where it's clean and healthy and nutrient dense?
Do you know what they fed them? Even people that we really, really respect do not feed their animals what we feed our animals.
And not that it's bad, it's we're making some choices that we believe in as far as what goes into our food and therefore into our bodies and what it does to us. We want to know the whole thing. We don't want to guess at it. We don't want to hope it's okay.
There's a different kind of hope, but that's not the hope. This chicken. Whoa! Want a chicken on your shoulder? This chicken is part of our health. This was a rescued chicken from a factory. And they are happy.
It was a bunch of chickens that were cold. They weren't productive enough and they were getting rid of them.
And our refrigerator overfloweth with eggs. And they get to roam all day long. So that's another part of homesteading.
Good retirement for them, good retirement for us.
That's right. We retired together, didn't we? You want to get down now?
It's time. I'm hustling around here.
All right. We're going to get on with our day, but we just wanted to let you know and remind you again why we say eat real food, exercise, be emotionally well, and retire to a homestead if you can at all do it.
Turn what you have into a homestead if you can do it.
Yes.
A homestead is where you're providing as much of your own food as you possibly can. You can do that anywhere.
We're getting ready for some new projects, some new ideas that we're going to be sharing about how we are going to be able to sustainably live in place here with just the
and
tools.
help others eat great food.
Yep. Have a wonderful day. Oh, and if you haven't...
Is this a PS?
PS. If you haven't subscribed to our newsletter, please go to and do it. We haven't had any new subscribers for a while. So get your friends to subscribe.
Good choice.